Is your money working for you? So right here I have $1,000 that represents your money. Okay, this is your money. And if you're watching this right now, I think it's safe to say that you work relatively hard for the money that you make. Okay? And my question is your money working hard for you? So this is $1,000, 10 $100 bills. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. $1,000. Now I want to ask you a question. If you were to take this $1,000 and invest it, well, I can't really say the word invest, but let's say that you were to take this $1,000 and place it into your bank in a savings account, okay? So I'm going to use this vehicle to represent a bank, okay? So this is a dump truck, and I'll explain why I use a dump truck for a bank here in a minute. You'll understand, but so if you're to take $1,000 and go to your local bank and put $1,000 into your savings account, how much money do you think you would have after 6 years? So I went to my bank earlier today. The interest rate for a savings account was 0.1%. So that means in 6 years, my money would grow to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So in 6 years, $1,000 invested in my savings account, I would end up with $6. $6. Now you may be thinking, well, what about a CD? Okay, cool. So a CD, I looked up the interest rates for CDs. CDs are 1.55%. So if you're to invest $1,000 into a CD at your local bank, you would be making roughly $100 in 6 years. Now, actually, it's not $100, it's only $96, but I didn't want to break 100. I felt sorry for you, so I just rounded up. Okay? So if you were to invest $1,000 into a CD with 1.55% interest rate, 6 years from now, you would end up with $96. Now, this, my friends, is what we call the sidewalk, okay? This is a rough place to be, okay? And the reason I used a dump truck for this particular investment vehicle is because the bank is taking your hard-earned money, okay, the money that you worked for, the money that you bled for, the money that you sacrificed for, and they're taking that and they're investing it and making a fortune while they're just literally dumping all over you and just paying you scraps, okay? So this is one vehicle to make your money work for you. So let's talk about another vehicle. Oh, you recognize this vehicle. This is a truck. Yeah, this is sturdy. This is stable. This is reliable. This is dependable. This vehicle represents the 401k or a mutual fund or a Roth IRA. They're pretty much one and the same. So I'll just call it a mutual fund from here on out. So this vehicle represents a mutual fund, okay? Now, if you were to invest $1,000 into a mutual fund, and this is, by the way, what the experts tell you, okay? The experts have preached this to us. They've indoctrinated us with this, that, you know what, if I want to retire when I'm 65, if I just invest a little bit of money now into a mutual fund, I'll have $1 million when I'm 65. But let me ask you, what are you going to do with $1 million when you're 65? What about now when you're in your 30s or your 40s? I mean, seriously. Seriously. So, you put $1,000 into a mutual fund. And let's say that this particular mutual fund had the best year ever for 6 years straight, okay? We're talking 10% return every single year. How much money do you think you would end up with after 6 years if you invested $1,000 into a mutual fund at 10% return every single year? Well, after the first year, you'd make 10%, which is $100. That's pretty nice. So the second year, you'd start with $1,100. That means the second year, you would make it the interest or return of $110. Not too bad. If you continue that trend for 6 years straight, you start with $1,000, 10% return every single year for 6 years, you would end up with around $1,700, which, hey, that's obviously better than getting dumped on by the bank when you're getting 0.1% return or 1.55% return. 10% is not that bad annually. But like I said, are you really willing to wait until you're 65 for these investments to pay out? I don't know about you, but I like the idea. I like the idea of putting my money to work for me and being a millionaire one day. But I also like the idea of being able to live my life and not waiting for my financial freedom, for my financial future to be 65. So I want to introduce you to another investment vehicle. And this is an exotic sports car. This is a Lamborghini. It's beautiful. It's elegant. It's fast. It is designed for speed. It's designed for accuracy. It is a work of art. And you drive a sports car in the fast lane. See, the truck was a slow lane. The dump truck was a sidewalk. And now we're talking about the fast lane. Now there are different rules to the fast lane. There's different skill sets required for the fast lane. But let me ask you this question. I started the conversation in this video by asking, if you were to invest $1,000 into your savings account at the bank, how much would you end up with after 6 years? And the answer is $6. My question for you now is, if you're to take $1,000, put it up in a brokerage account. Okay, take $1,000 of your hard-earned money, put it in a brokerage account, invest in the Forex market, and if you got a return of 10% a month, how much would your money be? Okay, I'm going to let you think about that. I'm going to go back over and say, this is an exotic sports car. We're driving in the fast lane. This is a truck. It's stable. It's sturdy. This is your 401k, your Roth IRA. This is what the media and the market, the experts tell us to do. Tell us to put money away in a 401k. We'll be rich one day. We'll be a millionaire when we're 65. This, my friends, is a dump truck. This is your local bank. This is your savings account. This is your CD. They're dumping all over you. Your safe, sturdy truck is getting 10% a year if you're lucky. And it's going to take 40 years to make your money work for you. What I'm talking about is the fast lane. An exotic sports car. A different set of rules. You get to learn how to drive it, but you can push it as hard as you want. And in the fast lane, we get things done quick. So my question again, if for you to invest $1,000, put it in the bank at your local bank, how much would it be worth in 6 years? It's going to be $6, $1,006. That's the only interest you're going to get, $6 in 6 years. But if you're to put $1,000 into a brokerage account and you trade it in the Forex market, which is a $5.3 trillion industry, and you got a 10% return monthly, after 6 years, you would have over $950,000. Now I'm going to let that sink in, because right now, smoke might be coming out of your ears, something doesn't seem right, because all we've been told is programmed to do mutual funds, Roth IRAs, 401ks. All we know is if we got 10% a year consistently, that's magic, that's amazing. And I just told you about a vehicle where you can get 10% a month, and you're saying that's not true, Ryan. There's no way that's true. It's absolutely true. Why? This is a vehicle. This is a vehicle. And this is a vehicle. And the beautiful part about life is we get to choose where we spend our time, what skills we learn, what games we want to play, and where we invest our money. I think it's safe to say that it's not a good idea to invest in the bank. So I'm just going to say, if you got your money in the bank and it's nothing more than an emergency fund, take it out, find another investment strategy. Number two, at the very least, invest in a mutual fund, a Roth IRA, or 401k, something, because something is better than nothing. But if you're watching this video right now and you want to learn how to actually make your money work for you, if you want to learn new skill sets and learn how to essentially drive this vehicle, and you want to learn how to drive this vehicle in the fast lane, I invite you to leave a comment below with the number 1, and I'll share what I'm doing to help others learn how to drive in the fast lane and develop this skill. There's 3 different lanes. There's the fast lane, there's the slow lane, and there's a dump truck, the sidewalk. Okay? The sidewalk, it's a dump truck, you're getting dumped all over by your bank. The slow lane, mutual funds, Roth IRAs, 401ks, it's a slow process. Who wants to be 65 years old when you're financially free and independent? The fast lane, we can do it now. So I started the question with this. If you were to have $1,000 and put it in your local bank, put it in a savings account, how much money would you have after 6 years? And the answer, $6. If you take $1,000, put it in your savings account at your local bank, after 6 years, you're going to have gained $6. If you take the same $1,000, put it into a brokerage account, invest it in the Forex market, and if you're to get 10% return monthly, which is conservative, you would end up with over $950,000 in 6 years. This is real. This is math. Math does not lie. This is 100% legitimate. If you want to learn how to drive in the fast lane, if you want to learn how to drive this car, if you want to learn a new skill set to create wealth for you and your family, leave me a comment below with the number 1. I'm on a mission to help people win financially. Teaching people how to get out of debt, teaching people how to build or eliminate credit, teaching people how to plan for retirement, teaching people how to make and earn and keep money. If you enjoy this video, give me a like and share it with someone else who you think you would benefit from this. My name is Ryan Celestine. I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.